So we have Sun Salutation A, Sun Salutation B, and something called a beginner Sun Salutation, or it can also be simply a warm-up Sun Salutation. And we had Sun Salutation A and B performed once, either as a beginner or as a warm-up, having a little bit of bending in the knees, for example. Then we had Sun Salutation A and B performed fully, so as a more advanced practice. And then the beginner Sun Salutation. So take time to see the differences and to navigate through this. These are all decisions that you can make, either based on what you know about yourself, your energy, your strength, your limitations, or if you need, at the beginning of your practice, if you need one round that is a little bit more softer, that is a little bit milder, then go for this kind of assisted, milder version of the Sun Salutation. Have fun. We start with Sun Salutation A and B, beginner version or warm-up version. So the feet are going to be hip-width apart and parallel. Not bending the knees, not sort of slouching, but stretching the legs, grounding the feet. Find length in your spine. And lengthen the lower back as well. So dropping the sacrum, dropping the tailbone. And we start from Tadasana, lifting the arms into Urdhva, inhaling, looking up. Exhale, forward bend, and as you can see, I'm bending my knees. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, ground the hands. Make 2 steps back into plank position, and then take the knees on the mat. So try to really move forward as you bend the elbows to come down. Active legs, cobra, rolling the shoulders back, and then push yourself back into downward facing dog. So as you can see, I'm bending my knees a little bit, also in downward facing dog. I also did that in the forward bend. This might allow you to lengthen the spine a little bit more. In my case, it's very strangely exactly the opposite, but it might help you to lengthen even the lower back a little bit more. My heels are also not completely on the mat. 5 breaths in downward facing dog. And then step to the front. Inhale, half forward bend, chest pulling forward. Exhale, forward bend. And then from here, inhaling, really diving up. Come all the way up, lift the arms. Now the legs are again fully stretched. Exhale, Tadasana. Moving into Sun Salutation B, the feet are still hip-width apart. Chair pose, Utkatasana, inhaling. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half forward bend, and again. Step back, plank position. I do it the same way, knees on the mat, so-called baby chaturanga, then lifting the chest, pressing the back of the feet into the mat, and pushing myself back. I'm taking a little moment here, and then I'm going to take the right foot between the hands, coming up into Warrior One. Ground the back foot, fully stretch the back leg. And then into plank position, knees on the mat, lowering the body down. That was an exhalation. Inhaling, lifting the chest, and exhaling, downward dog. And since it's the beginner version, again, just taking a moment here. And then take the other foot, the left foot, to the front between the hands. Warrior One, other side. And ground the hands, step back, knees on the mat. Again, lowering the body, inhaling, rolling the shoulders back, and then push yourself back into downward dog. And also here, I have my heels a little bit lifted, knees a little bit bent. So I'm focusing on grounding the hands, creating a lot of length through the arms, really a lot of even space in the shoulder joint. So you can imagine that your arms begin in the sit bones and they travel through the body into the ground. Stepping to the front, inhaling, half forward bend, exhale, forward bend. Come all the way up, Utkatasana, almost forgot. Exhale, Tadasana. So back into chair pose before you go into Tadasana. Now Sun Salutation A, advanced version. Inhaling, lifting the arms, exhaling, forward bend. The feet are now really together, touching each other. Jumping into chaturanga, so no plank. Inhale, upward dog instead of cobra. Pushing yourself back, downward facing dog. And as you can see now, the legs are fully stretched. The heels are on the mat. And in downward dog, the feet can be something like hip width apart. And you can look to a point between your feet or even a little bit further back, relaxing the neck, lengthening the arms. Also here, 5 breaths. This hasn't changed. So inhaling, looking forward, and then jumping to the front. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up. Lift the arms. Exhale, Tadasana. Feet still together, moving into Sun Salutation B. Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, forward bend. Again, lengthening the spine. Jumping into Chaturanga. No plank. Inhale, upward dog, and downward facing dog. Now I'm going to go straight into warrior one without waiting. Inhaling, one long exhalation all the way down into chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, downward dog without waiting, bringing the left foot to the front, warrior one. Looking up, grounding the hands, stepping back, bending the elbows. You can really do it all at the same time. And then push yourself back. So Sun Salutation B performed this way is really pretty much one-to-one. There's a breath, an inhalation or an exhalation with each movement, and some of the movements are very big. But in downward dog, we stay again 5 breaths, 5 times, inhaling, exhaling. This is also a chance to slow down the breath again. And again, jumping to the front, take the feet together. Inhale, half forward bend, lengthen the spine, and forward bend, relax the neck. Utkatasana chair pose, bending the knees, lengthening the arms, Tadasana. Now comes beginner Sun Salutation. For that, I'm going to take again the feet hip width apart, starting in Tadasana. Lifting the arms, looking up, exhaling, forward bend. And now I'm going to step the right foot back. Inhale, grounding the hands, stepping back into downward facing dog. Plank position, shoulders above the wrists, moving forward as I bend the elbows. Exhaling, lifting the chest, and inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhale, downward dog. I'm just taking a moment here and I'm going to lengthen the right leg backwards. Inhaling, bringing the foot between the hands. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the other foot and come into a forward bend. Come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Other side. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, ground the hands, forward bend. Take the left foot back. And then ground the hands, step back into downward dog. Plank position, inhale. Moving forward as you exhale, bend the elbows. Lifting the chest. And again, back into downward facing dog. Now I'm going to lift the left leg as I inhale, bringing the foot to the front, between the hands. Exhale, inhale here, just lengthen the spine, and step to the front. Dive all the way up, inhale, exhale, Tadasana. When you finished with your Sun Salutations, just stay in Tadasana. Ground your feet, connect to gravity, to the vertical position, line, and just breathe.